I want to invite everybody to tune in to Biz Talk each and every Saturday with your girl, Boss Lady Shen, where she interview and talk to business owners and entrepreneurs. Biz Talk, coming to your favorite business in your community. Your girl, Boss Lady Shen. Remember to subscribe and click the link so you know every time she posts something, you get notified. Biz Talk.
Hey guys, welcome back to Biz Talk, and we're here at Welli Welding to find out how they get down to business. Let's talk. Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
My name is Lamar Wellington.
Nice. And how are you doing today?
I'm good. Pretty fair day.
Yes.
So, good day for business.
Yes, it is, because what, it's weekend, right?
It's the weekend.
Yes. So tell me something about Welli Welding, how you came about it, how it started, and all of that.
All right. First and foremost, I'm an educator of 8 years plus, going into 9 years. And I really started because of my students. When I started teaching, most of the persons that I came into teaching and saw, they were preparing students for CXC and the various exams. But most of the students I got, because I teach a technical subject, I teach mechanical engineering.
Okay.
Most of my students are not going to get a 1 in CXC, and that is just a reality. So I said, rather than focus only on just them passing the exam, why not prepare them for the future?
Right.
That's how I really got started.
Okay. And what year was that?
That was the same year, about 2017 going to 2018.
Okay. What gives you the motivation to start it, apart from the kids that you teach and all of that?
Mostly the kids, because when I was doing it, I remember, I taught myself how to do welding.
Oh, you taught yourself?
Myself.
Wow.
I wasn't a apprentice for anybody. I didn't grow up with any. Nobody in my family
Oh,
does welding.
nobody in your family taught you how to do this?
No.
Wow.
So when I went to Michael, When I went to Michael, I went there to do technical drawing, because I love technical drawing from high school.
Okay.
But all the programs are structured that cannot just do technical drawing. You have to do either building drawing or mechanical drawing.
Right.
Mechanical drawing is like designing mechanical parts of vehicles and stuff like that. So mechanical engineering was one of the main aspects for that. And so I had to do mechanical drawing under mechanical engineering.
Okay.
The degree is actually mechanical engineering.
Oh, so your degree is in that?
Got into
okay, I get you.
Yeah.
Okay,
I went to Michael to do technical drawing, but the technical drawing.
Right, it has to be a mix of other stuff. Okay, yes, and that's where you fell in love with it.
Right, but I didn't get as much practical experience at Michael, it's mostly theory.
Right.
So when I went into the field now, I said, all right, I'm teaching the kids, I have to know what I'm teaching.
Yeah, exactly.
Teach them how to do welding, because it's actually a part of their curriculum.
Oh.
Right. One of the SBA is
right.
welding SBA. As a matter of fact, I am sitting on an SBA right now.
Okay.
So that's how I prepare the students. I don't just make something.
Right.
I make things that they can use in the future.
Yeah, man.
You understand? Yeah. So that's really how I got started.
Yeah, build them up to get started in the future when the time comes.
Right. Because I have students in America right now, they're doing well.
Wow.
I have students in other, I can't list every country, but they reach out from time to time. Thank you, sir. Thank you for showing me.
Wow.
Because that's how I prepare them.
Right.
Not just to pass an exam. And most of them start to love the subject from like grade 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's where it started.
I teach lower school, grade 8, grade 9, because I show them all the possibilities.
Right.
And the benefits of doing subjects like mine.
Right. Yeah. Okay, good. And what makes Welli Welding unique, apart from the welding and the metalworks and all that?
We love what we do.
Yes.
We don't just do it for money. As a matter of fact, I was looking back the other day, and when I just started out, I wasn't making money. When I look back, I say, oh, the first set of persons really got away with things initially, because I was not doing it for that. I really did not know.
Right.
I didn't know how to price items. I did not know how to prepare a coat and stuff like that. But over time, I learned, and one of the main motivation is my customers and my students. Most of the persons we see working now are either students or affiliate relatives of students.
Wow.
So the circle is really small in terms of persons that I employ. And persons who would have come before and have went on to greater things were students also.
Okay.
So most of the persons that I work with are students. But now, I mean, over the years, I had persons who come, because one of my, I don't know if you have this question, but one of my main aim for the future is to have persons similar to America run.
Yeah.
You know, in 95, no really cut it.
Exactly.
So, for
One income is
example,
just not it.
Right. So, for example, if you are a bank teller, but you love what you see and you love what I do, you can come on weekends or put in some hours and you can get extra income.
Just like that.
Yeah, because I had bank tellers who came.
Mm-hmm.
I had drivers, like commercial drivers, you see, they have
Yeah.
no experience in a welding.
And you taught them.
Only one person behind me had experience in welding.
Okay. So
From
you
before, I taught
Mhm.
them from scratch.
From scratch.
And I have a
Wow.
program right now with art where no matter, even if you can't do nothing, you just come, I train you,
Yeah.
get the curriculum from art, I go through the curriculum and organize with them to do the exam. They have to do
Yeah.
a written exam and a practical.
And
I have them come
theory
in
and practical. Yeah.
and grade them based on what they have been doing because it's
Wow.
really on the job learning.
Yes.
Not
Right.
just sit in a classroom and say, oh, you can do this with welding and this
No,
with
because the practical is what makes it up more than anything.
precisely. You get me?
Yes.
Yeah, so that is one of the aim right now. And so it's a pilot program. The first cohort will be doing their exam next week.
That is so good.
Yeah, man.
That's so good. And that it's so interesting to see young people diving into these
Right.
parts of the industry
Right.
because many young people are into other stuff that
stuff.
you don't really see
No.
people doing these type of work.
No, but that is where I come in
Right.
because as I say, I prepare them. I give them lifelong learning.
Exactly, it
Fancy car and
is.
the hype and thing only
Well, it lasts for a while. Exactly.
Short run.
Short
You get
term.
me? I say
Yes.
short term.
It is short term.
Understand? So I teach them in that way because I had students who when I'm teaching, right?
Yeah.
They drive like BMWs at school. That time I drive my because I have a work van. I drive me to
Yeah.
work van. I'm go on. You understand? So I'm gonna say, oh, don't watch that. Just make sure say what you come here to do, you get the job done, and then you move on. That's the only
That's
time
right.
it will matter at the end of the day.
Exactly.
The 2023 BMW is nice and fancy. Now 10 years from now, it won't be nice and fancy because other cars will come out.
Yes.
Wasting time and fancy.
But
things
but
like
a
that.
skill will always be
Always,
there. Always.
And then again, remember, you know, it's education, right?
Right.
And you can have a car, a man steal that. You can have a house with burn down. Nobody ever say anybody rob anybody and teach education.
Exactly.
Never. You get what I mean?
Never, yeah.
Never. That will never happen. So once I get them to understand and to learn, just learn the
Yeah.
skill, and then you apply everything else, and money will come after.
It will come. Everything will fall in place. Yes, that is so true. So have you ever felt lost when you started throughout this period of time?
Always. From time to time, because regular I felt as if I wanted to give up.
Yeah.
Regular. Because with welding,
Mm-hmm.
what I do, it's not on a straight path per se.
Yes.
Right? It's always fluctuating. So some
Okay.
days you have good days and some days you have bad days.
True.
Right? So like now we are out in the open because we do everything in the open. If it starts to rain, we can't do any work.
Can't do any work.
And then there are
Right.
persons now who might not have an understanding of what trade work is like and believe,
Right.
oh, put up 2 it's a metal and join it and that's it. We put in a lot of hours, we put a lot of craft, we put a lot of consideration in what we do.
Right, because it's what mechanical
We're
engineering.
applying that, the principles.
The
you
principles
understand?
of that, yeah.
And that is really how I got started because most of what you will do and learn, you won't do it and make it. You just have to apply whatever. Most of the work that you do are new jobs. Right? So we have to just apply what we know to make it work and based on what the company.
You have to structure everything before you even start to weld anything.
And then most of what I do, and even the curriculum for my subject, is a very good curriculum in terms of preparing students. Because one of the topics is called graphic communication and design, which involves the design process. And the design process is really a step-by-step process in which designers use. So like Apple come out with a new phone, that is a process that they use.
Right.
And consists of 5 stages. So I practice that every day, even if it's not written down on paper. The first stage in the design process is you must have a need. Why do you need that?
Yeah, exactly. You have to have the need, right?
Then you have consider resources. Similarly, I make board gates, I make metal gates. The materials that I use, are you living close to the sea? Do you live in Portmore close to the sea? Do you live inland? Those are some of the considerations.
Yeah.
The next thing you do is plan the work. That's the next step. The third step. Right? The next step is to make the product and then you evaluate. So
Right.
those are the 5 principles that I use to really drive
Yeah.
how I go about creating grill work for persons.
Okay. And when you started out Welli Welding, was it just you for a long period of time?
I have quite a few persons I must give credit to. Um, because they believe in me, even though I did not
You
believe
didn't
in me.
see, right?
No, because remember, as I said, I wasn't a welder.
Right.
I wasn't cut out to be that, for example.
But you just didn't know at
I
that
just didn't
time.
know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so how I started, as simple as it may sound, as I created a coal stove like that one, that you see there,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And I posted it on my status. And one of my cousins, Leon Thomas Zumba, very good cousin,
Mm-hmm.
he saw it and said, hey, because they can make one for me.
Yeah.
And understand that me I say, me I afraid that me I say, oh, John no start.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even, me don't know how to go about it. You understand me I
Right.
say, but
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I still went ahead and do it. Posted it again, other person say, oh, so me like that, me see that, me like that.
Yeah.
And I started to do jerk pan. So he was one of the persons, and then Mr. Blake David came and he started to help me. You have persons like Louis, right?
Right.
All of those persons are teachers also, but they don't teach
Okay.
my subject.
Oh,
They
a
saw
complete different
potential,
subject.
right?
Oh, wow.
They teach electrical and construction,
Mm-hmm.
right? And one of my other friends, Notice, is a teacher also,
Yeah.
came into and started to help. But at that time, I did not have a shop.
Okay.
I worked from the schools, from the
Oh, you
school
work
shop.
on the school
Right.
grounds. Look at
So I
that.
spoke to the principal and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
sir, I can, and they saw the potential too,
Look
because
at that.
things started to come up and say, oh, you need this to be welded and
And all of
things,
that. So
right. So
they guided you.
right, and they
Right.
gave me jobs and I said, all right, I can actually do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I started to get the experience involved. So I did some cheers and so we started to do it with the
Wow.
students.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I started to do it with the students. And that's really how it started. So I must give credit to even my school, because they play a very integral role
Yeah.
in my success and development. They play this role.
Right. Okay. And then as you go along with the guidance when you started and to this point in time, now you have how many employees?
I have persons, just like I was telling you before, I have a structure where
Right.
persons who reach out and say, more work, I can't really pay everybody. So I have them come
Yes.
in sometimes.
Like
So
part time.
part time, or when
Okay.
I'm doing installation and I need HR to
Mm-hmm.
come, but they are in other organization, leave a suit
Wow.
and tie to
Yeah.
come. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Because they love what they see and I can give them
Right.
extra.
So you have part time and do you have any full time
I have
employees?
I have 3 full-time employees right
That's
now.
good.
Yeah, man, currently.
And back then, would you even think that you have employees full
I
time right
thought
now?
about nothing. I just did it.
Just like that, you see?
Yeah. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
say, oh, I'm not gonna be a welder. No. I
Right.
was just
You
working
just
it, whatever
started it.
came,
You went with the flow.
went with the
You
flow.
have to just go with the flow in this
Right,
life
right.
because you just don't know what can happen.
Mm-hmm.
And once you just start and just do what you should, things will eventually fall in
Yeah,
place.
man,
And that's what
definitely,
happened with
definitely,
Welli Welding.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
So were you going to school when you started? Were you going to Michael? Because I heard you mention Michael.
No, all right, Michael. No, Michael was another eye-opening experience for me.
Mm-hmm.
I had a very good lecturer. Two lecturers who really stood out to me.
Yeah.
Other lecturers are there, but these two stood out to me. It's a Crossfield. He taught
Yeah.
mechanical engineering. He was VP at the time. I think he's
Okay.
retired now.
Okay.
And Mr. Sowell, who is the current VP. They
Okay.
taught technical subjects,
Mm-hmm.
right? And they really motivated me into doing, because of the things they didn't. As I say, it's not a practical school per se,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to know whatever you're going to teach the
Yes.
students, and they played an integral
So
part
they were
in
an
that.
inspiration.
They were inspiration.
That's good.
Understand?
Yeah.
Hmm. So I mean, from there, I
Mm-hmm.
went out into the field,
Yeah.
and they, from time to time, we still communicate, and we have
Mm-hmm.
very good discussions too.
That's good. And how long did it take you to say, all right, I'm gonna go full time into Welli Welding apart from your, because you did say
Mhm.
that you're a teacher,
Yeah, I'm educator
right?
by profession.
And how long did it take you to decide that I'm going to start this Welli Welding company?
All right, COVID. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. In COVID,
Mm-hmm.
real eye-opening experience. And when in COVID, remember you had a lot of time and stuff to time to think
Think
about
about a lot
things
of
and
things,
you're
yes,
always at
because we were
home
locked
and
down, right?
yes, man. So really, the business really started because of COVID.
Because of
In
COVID,
that
trust
time,
me,
yeah,
yes. It was
yeah.
it's good and bad.
It was an experience. I'm telling you,
Yes, it
it was an
was.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
It was an experience, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I realized that you're on social media, Instagram,
Mhm.
and seeing where technology is going at this
Mhm.
point, what are the benefits from social media in regards to your business?
All right. I'm going to be honest about this part.
Mm-hmm.
And most of my business don't come from social media.
Look at that.
Funny, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, but I make a reference to things posted. It's a
Yes.
good way to showcase the business, to show
Right.
what you're doing. Even
Mm-hmm.
this will give more exposure to the business.
Yes.
You understand? But
Mm-hmm.
most of my customers are networked. So that's somebody
Networking,
who knows
trust
somebody,
me.
somebody
Yes,
relative
yes,
of
and word of mouth,
word
trust
of
me.
mouth. You
Yes, and that's what
understand?
some people don't understand is that a lot
Mm.
of people are focusing on the amount of followers that you have,
Mm,
the amount of people
mm,
that are engaging with their
mm,
content, but really
mm.
and truly, that don't determine the sales that you get, the
No,
customers that you get,
definitely
and
not.
the building up of your business.
Definitely
You
not.
understand?
I
Because
can I am
and
an
you can
example
attest
of
to
that.
that.
Yeah, I am an
Yes,
example of that.
because you have many businesses that started out without even being on social media and they're
Exactly,
thriving. You
exactly,
understand? And it's only
exactly.
since they decided to start out in the social media world
Hmm.
when they get more exposure and
More
more people.
exposure. Yeah,
But really
definitely.
and truly, you don't have to depend on social media to get your business
Precisely,
going.
precisely,
Yeah,
precisely. And as I say, I would have been an example of that because
right.
on a regular basis, persons see the grill work, they're driving, they
Yeah.
see it, they walk up to the person, ask them, who did this, and they give them a number and stuff like
Quality
that.
work.
Right.
Yes, it
I
speaks.
mean, we are always improving. We do a lot of things
Yeah.
differently,
Mm-hmm.
and we did not realize that we were doing it differently until we got feedback.
Wow.
Right. So, for
Yeah.
example, just some examples.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we spray or paint a grill,
Yeah.
we wrap it. And
Yeah.
some, yeah, man, like a factory thing.
Wow.
Yeah, man, wrap it. The locks that
That's
we use,
interesting.
they are different type of locks.
So
They
it's
are
a,
not
it's a different way of doing what you
different
do.
way of doing because
Yeah.
we remember, in production,
Mm-hmm.
they want to cut down on the labor spent, the quality of the
Yes.
work,
Mm-hmm.
right, and the turnaround time for customers.
Exactly,
You
because that's very
understand?
important.
Right.
So tell me three top priorities for Welli Welding.
Currently,
Yes.
they are ever changing, because they try to evolve or
Yes.
grow each year. And growth does not mean that
You change
you
everything
change
overall.
everything or you have
Mm-hmm.
a new employee, just
Yeah.
personal development really
Exactly, and
for
that
me
builds
and
it.
my
Mm-hmm.
employees. So
Yes.
the EM priority, everybody should be qualified.
Yes.
Everybody should be
Because then they
qualified,
will know what they're doing.
then they will know what they're doing. So even
Mm-hmm.
if you say, all right, I have graduated from this stage and I want to move on, you must be
Mm-hmm.
better than how you came.
That's correct.
You understand what I
Can't
say?
be at one place
Can't be
all of
at
your
one place all
life.
the time. So
Yes.
we're doing this course with the art now to certify them. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
do the forklift course.
Mm-hmm.
I want them to do something in business as well.
Yeah.
So that they can, because looking, you can be a very good employee and can't be a good business person.
True. True.
Understand? So I
Yes.
want to give them that experience. So from time to time, as soon as I see opportunities for them
Yeah.
and myself, I will take on to that. So that is
Mm-hmm.
a priority. I want to go into manufacturing, to manufacture items. There are a lot of
Yeah.
things that I use that I think that other persons could use and could
Yeah.
benefit them. So I'm going
Good.
to start going
Mm-hmm.
into that. Um, the third one, just I want to be the change for Jamaica, really.
Yes.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, with enough with this chopping and this scamming and we are
Exactly.
bringing back
Yes. Serious
education.
times.
So
Yeah.
I have this song where I say learn. So the learn is the and just cross out the L. So you
Earn.
learn and then
Mm-hmm.
earn. You get me?
Yes. Learn
Yeah,
and
man.
earn.
And it's
Yeah.
very it's my way of solving problems are the solve problem for me is very easy
Yeah.
because you cannot use a a complex solution to solve a simple problem.
That will never
Yeah,
happen.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. So even when I'm teaching them about grill work and so, I really start
Yeah.
off on lines and shapes, you know.
Yeah.
Basic school, I learned that.
Wow.
Square, circle,
Basic shapes.
rectangle,
Yeah.
basic shapes. So you see a grill work. So even if you look now on some of these work that they have, triangle and rectangle, lines,
Yeah.
basic.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Very basic. And to solve, even for me, solving problems require very simple solutions.
Yes, and that's good. Lamar, tell me some things about this. What is this?
This is a front door for a ski house.
Yeah.
Phoenix Park. That's in Portmore. I have a lot of customers there.
Yeah.
Right, so this one, a lockbox will be attached to here, right? So that can we try to move away from the padlock thing. So
Yeah.
just use the key both sides, you know, the rain or fall.
Yeah.
Come out of your vehicle or a taxi or whatever.
If you pull,
right?
yeah, yeah, if you pull every minute. So what you replace it with? You said.
So I'm going to show you an example of it.
Yeah.
And that also is more secure in terms of
security
burglary and
yeah.
stuff. Those are a lot of things that I can say. And a lot of times, person send me design and I say, to be honest with you,
if
I make this, I just feel money.
Yeah.
I'm not going to feel comfortable.
Exactly.
So change the design out of the design and so.
Yeah.
So as I was telling you, basic shapes. So this is like a rectangle here. You know, lines going across. And that's how we do it. And then we work out the measurement and try to get everything
in the same,
balance,
right?
Parallel lines to be parallel.
Yes.
Like that. So we're very keen on measurements.
Because that's very important because you have to have each of them the same size.
Same size, consistency, all of that.
Yes.
Yes. So that is one of the things that we have a lot that.
So this is for outdoors.
No,
it's not. Oh, this is for the inside.
Front door, so the front door, you open the front door and you open. The lock will be about here. Yeah. About here. So you open the front door. And then you open so this fits
to the wall?
To the door jamb. Yeah.
Oh, to the door jamb, right.
So there's not a lot of projection.
Oh, okay.
As it relates to right.
So this you pull out?
No, it's a split actually. So
it opens like this?
It opens like this side will open like this. It's turn backwards too. The hinges on the other side.
Oh, realize.
So open one side to go in.
Yeah.
And then if needs be, I don't know if you carry a bigger bag or you want to move something bigger, you open the other side.
Oh, okay.
Right. Suitable for small spaces. So
and what is this?
This is a lockbox that we use. So we have this one, right, that we use.
Yeah.
It is, you wouldn't be able to remove it by just hitting it or pounding it or whatever.
Right.
Because as I can see, it is placed like this.
Yeah.
So any removal of the lock, let's say you wanted to change the lock, you would have to open the grill and remove these screws.
And remove that.
Which would be like this.
Oh.
So this is adding extra
that's well more secure,
right?
yeah.
Also the hook goes up
all the way
under.
Up. Oh, okay.
Under. Regular
that explains that.
Right. So regular locks just come out like this.
Yeah.
This one go up and under.
Oh, wow.
So even if you cut it off, you'd have to bring it, you'd have to pound it down.
Yeah.
To get it out.
This is good. This is good.
You understand? And these are machine steel, so they are tougher than the regular steel. So you have to put a lot of effort in cutting it. Right? Yeah. And we usually do it close. So
very close.
Not even a blade can get it. Just enough to swing the grill and close it. Right? So we use this one. Yeah. Extra security, as I said before. And one of the things that I employ and things that I've been working on over time. Yeah. And a lot of persons don't do it. Persons will probably watch your platform where you don't do it. We don't remove, because I sent this picture to the customer and he said, where's the lock? And I say, unless otherwise stated, we don't remove it from the packaging unless the customer is feeling it.
Oh,
so I show you, the lock is good. See, it is still in the packet, and then they cut it and install it. And install it, those are some of the things that we do. Yeah, it's smart to do different things.
Yeah, so basically like a consultation of what you're going to use. Yeah. Good.
If we're going the traditional way, like this grill, right? This is a lockbox. Yeah. And some of these I'm working on a pattern for this as well. Yeah. Right. And this one is imported from overseas, so I want to pattern it, right, to the Jamaican market.
Oh, that explains this circular thing here.
But this is one of my flagship designs. a
Yeah.
customer in Portmore. Her name is Diana. Big up Diana. We went on Pinterest and saw the design. So she
Okay.
wanted to do the design, and I say, oh, you think we really can pull it off? And she said, yeah, man. So when
Yeah.
I started to put in the item, she said, no, change this and so. So it actually has 2 doors. So it opens like this. This is on the side
Okay.
still, but I would have to show you on my Instagram page. Right?
Right.
Because I was in the process of creating this for another customer.
Yeah.
Right? So for this one now, it has 2 locks. And for these locks, as I can see,
Yeah.
right, and I show them, you are unable to screw, either remove or install unless the key is inside it.
Oh.
So nobody will be able to. Because
Right,
no
the
man
key has
can
to
just
be in
come
it.
in and screw it out.
Yeah.
The
But
key
that's the key have to be in it. Yeah.
Even if
Yeah.
the customer is changing anything, you can say, oh, but change the lock for my front grill for me.
Yeah.
The customer must be
Have to
there
have the
with the
key.
key. Yeah.
Yes.
So these are some of the things that we do, we consider.
That is
Where
very
safety is
good.
concerned. People lock up
Yes.
and go and they work, they
You don't have to worry about
somebody
anything
coming in
because Welli Welding got them,
exactly.
right? Yeah.
So these are some of the things that I employ.
Okay.
Those fasteners.
Yeah.
I don't have an example of the ones that we use. We use hammer drive and we use screws.
Okay.
Again, we have been in situations where persons install the windows before the
Right.
doors and people come and steal it.
Wow.
What we use to install these, you have to be very skilled to remove it. Because you have to
Yeah.
actually chop it out or drill it off.
Okay.
Right? So because
Lots
I
of
will
work.
consider that, right? So because of that now, we started in January. Customer suggested that, hey, we're doing the grill and we're considering if there's a fire and so we
Yeah.
wanted to escape. Not this one, but the others
another
that we
one.
do,
Yeah.
Not this specific window.
Right. But you have
We
others that factor
consider,
into
right,
that.
we consider one of the windows must have an emergency exit.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And that's
So,
very important.
exactly.
So you have to think about other things that
You
can
have to think
happen.
about safety.
Yes.
Right. So I don't really give the information too much on it.
Right,
But
no.
the emergency exit is placed on one window specified by the customer.
Yes.
Right. I encourage them to keep that area accessible. Just
It
in
has to be
case.
accessible.
So you know, I
Yeah.
to put up with thing I have
Yeah, I have a lot of things in place. Yeah. It has
So
to
we
be
just
accessible
advise
for
them that it
real.
would defeat the purpose.
Exactly, it
Understand?
would. It would.
Right. So one of the windows must have an emergency exit. You
Definitely.
understand? So
Yes.
those are some of the things that I consider. And you asked before about priority. I
Yeah.
couldn't give you 3 because there are more.
Your money, yeah.
Right. So because we have to consider safety,
You have to.
quality of the work.
Yes.
And we would have improved over time and are still improving. We have a lot of things in the pipeline that will
Yeah, to
make
improve Welli
my
Welding.
business
Yes.
different, man. Once I go somewhere and see it, I say, man, I indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but this design was originally the first person I saw with this, one of my colleagues. He went to Michael as
Yeah.
well. Unique Custom Designs. He's on Instagram as well. When I just
Okay.
started, I had to ask him questions in terms of pricing and measuring.
Yeah,
and-
because they're not gonna know everything at
measurement is very
once.
important, you know.
No, it is, of course.
I can change. So, for example, the customer might say, all right, I don't like 2 pieces going across here, put 3. And the difference with that is like 100,000, 20,000. Just for that.
Just
Depending
for
on
that.
the size and the
And you
windows
didn't
and
know
so.
all of that at first.
Yeah, I know.
Because they're not gonna know yet. You see, when it comes on to research, oh gosh,
Right,
you
and we
will
do
know
that
a lot.
constantly.
Yes.
We do that constantly.
Because we
We're
learn
always
every day.
looking, always, because one of the things that I do, I follow all the persons that I know do grill work,
Yes.
and I comment, encourage them, and just the same, and they do
They do
that
the
just
same.
yeah.
Yes.
You understand?
Because
So
each one help one, you know?
definitely, you get
Yes.
me? Yeah, man. So these are some of the things that we do. We do a lot of other things in relation to other work. We do staircases, we do rails as well.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we do a lot
Wow.
of things. We do rails.
So you do staircases, you do railings,
rails.
and what else you do?
Anything basically.
Anything when it comes down to
Anything.
metalworks.
Right,
Yes.
because we do tables before.
Yeah.
One of the main thing with this location, as I say, we're gonna expand soon.
Right.
We're gonna offer different services there.
And this location, where can they find you here?
77 Walton Park.
Walton Park Road. Okay.
All right, this is a specific example. So when I was doing this design, this
Yeah.
twist, I did about 15 pieces before I got it right. They were
Wow.
15 tries, and all of them break.
Consistency,
and then, man.
right?
So those are some of the things. So once somebody come in, I train them on the basis of bill work and things that they need. And
Yeah.
also we have to employ man. I wasn't the brightest in math, but for example,
Math
if you see
something
this
else.
triangle part, this is actually trigonometry. You have to use Pythagoras theorem to work this part out.
Wow.
Yeah, because we didn't know the hypotenuse.
Yeah.
So whenever we were calculating the material, we had to use that to figure this part out.
Wow, look at that.
To check to do the measurement and to give a person the quotation for labor, we have to do the area.
Wow, and there we go, thinking that math is not going to play any part, right?
That's what I mean. So
Yeah.
very simple things you have to know, even with the tape measure. One of the first things, two things, whenever anybody come, no matter the experience you have, you must emphasize heavily on safety.
Yes.
And you must know how to use the tape measure.
Lamar, tell me any advice that you will give to persons who are looking into even this field, learning from you, right? What advice you have to give them before they start it?
Before you start, learn the principles. Don't focus too much on the money.
Yes.
Sometimes reality, not gonna make no money. But you will learn in the process.
Yes.
And learning and improving on whatever you learn will make you money.
Yes, that's true. As you said earlier, learn and you earn.
Right, very good. So first advice, make sure you know your craft. Understand?
Right.
Invest in good tools. That is important.
That's very important.
Be safe. You cut off, or your finger cut off, and now you can't do no work.
Yes, but that's true. Yeah.
That's what we do is very dangerous.
Yes, it is.
It can be dangerous sometimes. Whereas if you're working on, we do buildings too, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man, we do structures like if you want to build like garage fronts and stuff like that. Right, we do that as well. So if you're high up, you have to know invest in an harness and stuff like that. You know?
Your safety gears.
You
have to have that.
You have to have people around, you know, that will help you.
And guide you, yes.
Very expensive. When it can be very heavy. When I came, that's how we're struggling to switch
the grill, yeah.
Understand? Do whatever you're doing legitimately in terms of that. I personally don't support like the using illegal electricity to do it.
Right.
Because you must have a breaker, because if there's a short circuit in whatever you're doing, it might damage the equipment or cause a fire.
That's true, because electric work is very dangerous, and technical, yeah.
And you must understand that.
True.
I understand. So those are some of the things that I would encourage persons to do. Other things are there, but you will learn them if
along
you get
the way.
These ones.
Yes.
Right. And the next thing is your work is very expensive. I don't support expedited work and rush work.
That will never make sense. Never.
And we say this now, but a lot of the time, people are calling me today and say, "Oh, I can't get it tomorrow." So no. And they're probably upset. Sometimes I say, "All right, you'll get it in 3 weeks." And we do, to be honest, what we do, the way in which we go about creating work for customers, I think we have been doing a good job.
Yes.
Because I said, as a good work, if you really look into it, for it to be done properly, 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it does take time. Yeah, it's an entire long process.
It's a process.
It is.
You understand what
yes.
So a lot of the time, the cutting, the grinding,
the measurements, yes,
takes a lot of time. That can take weeks.
Yeah.
You understand? And some persons, no matter how you explain, they will not get that takes time. So I don't do expedited work. I give you a time because it puts you into problem as well.
It does.
Because nobody wants to wait.
No.
So
if
somebody come and say, "Oh, but me say, like, when are we looking at? Can you do it?" No. I say no. But even if, as I'm saying to you, even if I was sat here every day, we just relax and chill out, and have nothing else to do, and somebody come and want it to film like in a day, and still can work.
No, but there is a process. Yes.
That's all I can say.
And how can anybody that is interested in your metalwork or anything that you do, how can they find you? How can they contact you?
All right, Welli_Welding on Instagram, or they can contact me WhatsApp or call, preferably WhatsApp, 238-3801.
Okay.
All right, so that's 238-3801. We're launching a website soon.
Lovely.
You can. A lot of the questions you wouldn't have to ask. You just type in whatever you want,
need. Yes.
Measurements. And
right.
everything is presented there.
Okay.
You're ready for the business. You say, "Oh, this is it. And I make a deposit and go
Yes.
from there.
Okay. Right. And what do you have to say to all your Welli Welding customers?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah.
It has been a process. Both good and bad experiences. You know, as I say, I can't please everybody.
Yes, that's true.
So thank you to my customers and potential customers. We'll continue to do good work. We'll continue to work with you.
Yes.
Continue to improve your safety and security, because one of the greatest things, is to go home and feel secure.
And feel secured. Nothing like feeling secured.
Oh God, man, you're not even feel. You understand? You
Yeah.
don't feel like you want to stay home.
Right.
So I want persons to feel a sense of security.
Yes.
And to create good work that once you come out of the vehicle, you just feel good.
But no, say yes, your home is secured,
nice,
and it looks good.
Put me a bill and you're gone, you feel
Yes.
secure, and you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Understand?
All right. So thank you, Lamar Wellington, for having Biz Talk here to find out how you get down to business daily on a daily basis or overall. All right. So I wish you all the best on your journey. Right. And always check into Welli Wellington once you need metal work and all your quality grills and more. All right. So until next time, tune in to Biz Talk, where we get down to business. See you next time.